he doesn't reply, then I'll assume he's humiliated and didn't land on the grass. Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of FSX FS Passengers. So we're here in Montreal again, and this time we are flying, setting more south again, more southeast, into this airport. I can't remember the name of, Saint something. And basically, so it's in the middle of a storm and quite close to the second one, so fingers crossed weather's not too bad for us. Wind, southward heading winds, visibility is fine, no shear warnings, that's all fine, clouds full. But yeah, it should be quite a decent flight today. And we are leaving Montreal, though not the longest flight in the world, because there aren't too many major towns in this area for me to fly through. So, oh yeah, by the way, this is where I was meant to park last week. Gates free over in this side of the airport. So if I spawn up the ground services, request boarding, also connects to that sim, and then start flight in just a moment. No, Swissport. We're not Air Canada, so we have to go Swissport. And then yeah, they'll go and service my aircraft ready for departure. 1, 2, 3, and yeah, 4 opens. Right, so as they service the aircrafts, I'll now start flights. 9 passengers to board, that's fine. Fuel 40% will do. And destination is Charlie, Yankee, Juliet, November. And flight time St. Jean. That's it, St. Jean. And the flight time is supposed to be 7 minutes, but add 15 to that. It'll be about 23 minutes, sorry, 22 minutes, I lied. 22 minutes, set destination.
Destination set.
And a real-time load of just a minute will do. So start now.
Engine instrument, check flight
passengers
control, check
otherwise it's
handset,
90,
check
95,
thrust lever, check flaps,
5,
avionic, check handset, gear
boards,
lever, check
looks
down.
good. Start. And with that, I can also connect to VATSIM as well, so, whoops. I want to toggle, I want to view in-flight report, Control Shift E. 791 today. Connect. Signal telcodes, that's fine. Flight plan. CYJ. Whoops, CYJN. I don't think it's N. It's, oh yeah, it's November. And flight plan, we are going via Yankee, Juliet, November. So we'll just fill in the gaps. Yankee, Juliet, November. Departure time, it'll be 2015. We have got Toronto Centre, not sure if I tune them though. Time en route will be 7 minutes. Fuel levels fine, cruise speed's that, and 3,500 climb cruise I believe. 3,500, go to flight plan. Yes it is. So we'll follow flight plan. And that is that. So passengers have boarded, what's up the aircraft, and we'll be ready to go in a couple of minutes. So that comes on, generators, whoops, yeah, generators on. Lights set as required. In fact, turn on the brightness tiny bits, there we go. Instrument lights can come on as well, seatbelts, no smoking. Daytime lights full on. De-icing on. Passengers now boarding the buses here, basically. And the fuel pump will do in a moment.
Good morning.
On the displays. And we need to set that to 3,500. Let's switch to GPS as well, so 3.5. That goes down. Whoops. And yeah, the last passengers loaded. There goes the bus. And we'll be ready to depart in just a moment. In terms of pushback, I might Actually, now it should be fine. If I turn to the right very slowly, my wing will avoid that building, no problem. So if I just get this place ready for pushback. And then once these guys have moved out the way, we'll then be able to turn on the engines and the parts, because again, fuel needs a conveyor belts to be loaded. And yeah, and then just that one miscellaneous car which got nothing to do with this. Two of them actually now. And yeah, this time it doesn't look like we're meant to go anywhere. There's no baggage things en route. Unless that's two of them coming right now. We'll see. We'll see. Now that I'm on that, I can see if there's any traffic in the area. A few aircraft, CRJ, Boeing business jets, A320 and A321. And if I go to that sim, Toronto Centre, led by Dean Roy, who again I'm pretty sure I don't need to be in contact with. And yeah, those are baggage trucks coming in eventually. The fact that we are this far away from main terminals, probably the reason why we're not seeing much. Actually, in fact, I'm on this side of the runway as well. So when it comes to taking off 4 left, do I have to taxi too far? No, it's just a lot of... Ooh. Okay, yeah, a little bit of backtracking, but we'll get there eventually. Has to be pretty interesting to see from the air, not going to lie. That's what we're going to see on the ground. So, baggage trucks are finally arriving. It's taken them 6 minutes. And yeah, fingers crossed it doesn't take too long to load. He's going to jackknife himself. And yeah, let's see how much luggage these passengers have brought with them on a tiny little DO228. Yeah, I think it may have even glitched. Because, yeah, neither of them are doing anything. There we go. And, yeah, then they will just magically appear on the aeroplane. Some of them actually sticking through the other side of it. These two will drive away. And then the... yeah, that should be fine. So departure without pushback. They're now going to clear out. We actually drove away without even being behind the controls. That's quite a feat you've done there. Yep. Beautiful. Anyways, once the stairs are moved, I think we'll then be able to move. Nope. There we go. Start up engine 2. So that comes down, that goes down. It's taken them 8 minutes to service this aeroplane, seriously. To be fair, in the real world, it's taken like 20 minutes, but hey. So engine 2 starting up. Now I'll do engine 1. Close both shields. That goes up. And mixture can in a moment go up as well once both engines have stabilised. There we go. So mixture can come up. Mixture can come up. And we are ready to taxi to runway 24 left. So taxiing runway 24 left. whoops, L. Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. If that is the right, yes it is. Close that. And we'll now taxi to the runway. Flaps down 1. Pump brake off. And turn to the left very slowly, so that our wing does not clip the hangar or him. Like I said, it's just a fair bit of backtracking in order to get to the end of the runway. I will also need to announce that I'm crossing the runway just before I do so, because assuming this is going to be quite a busy airport today, I will need to alert of other pilots that I'm crossing in my DO228s. I actually need to take a right turn as well. There we go. There we go. Down to holding point Romeo through Lima. Sorry, holding point left. Holding point Lima through Romeo. Sorry. Not even Romeo, sorry, right. 24 right. I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh no, it is Lima. Holding point Lima. 24. Whatever, let me just quickly announce I'm crossing runway. Crossing runway. 24 left at CYUL. Let's cut across. Yeah, it's taxing 10 around me. I'd probably take off with that much distance to go, but better be safe about it, knowing that it's quite a slippery, icy runway. There's no taxiway here. So I'm actually going to have to backtrack down the runway to the next taxiway points. Just in a couple of meters. In fact, at the second one, even closer to the end of the runway. Bearing in mind, there are 2 baggage trucks also going down the runway at this time. Hope they've cleared the runway before I get here. That's for sure. If they had my horn, I'd be beeping them as they go past. Hey guys, you serviced my plane about a minute ago. Bye guys. Right, we'll exit the runway here. And then follow the taxiway down to the end of 24 left before departing. Down Alpha. And there you go, just a standard miscellaneous truck that FSX defaults in the airport. In fact, just so I'm not going to crash into anything on the taxiway, I'm going to taxi to the left of everything. Because this seems to be a very... Oh, it's the original baggage trucks that dealt with me earlier. Who I have no idea why they were here, because I requested boarding and not deboarding, but hey, they arrived. And yeah, we'll take the left here. Did I even tune to 122.8? I don't think I did. So I'd never be able to announce what I was doing to anyone. Oops. Anyway, to taxi to the holding point now, then we'll double check what we've tuned ourselves into before crossing the runway. 6 right. Working on the wrong way. I may have. Nope, that's that'll do. That'll do for me. So 6 right at Montreal. So I need to tune to 122.8, not 128.25. 122.8. And now my aircraft will be able to hear me. So departing runway 6 right, Charlie Yankee. Whoops. Charlie Yankee Uniform Lima. Back in we go. Everything is set for takeoff. I mean, the winds may not be in our favour, but being a light aircraft, we've got plenty of runway to work with. And again, co-pilot's call-outs will announce when we are ready to rotate. Spot up the engines, and let's go. V1. Rotate. V2. Positive climb, gear up. Flaps up. And then switch over to autopilot. So that's that and that. And now we should be on our own course. There we go. Sound nice and beautiful, modded Montreal. The ground has never looked so good. I'm sure in the summer it'd look fantastic. But yeah, FS tiles is not the greatest in creating winter textures, isn't it? Anyways, we have now departed. Train tracks down below. So I'm going to assume they're train tracks. They look like them. And they look like roads, but in the real world they're probably most definitely be tracks. Well, it might be. I'm not too sure. And there's a current flying, current heading. He's landing 24 right, so opposite runway to me. Back into virtual cockpits, and yeah, sit back, relax, enjoy the flights. 7 minutes in the air, I can easily get that down to 10. Up to 10 even, so I can get the minimum required amount of fly time for the FS passengers to accept as a flight. Weather-wise, it's not too bad. I never answered my question a few weeks ago as well, if I appear as a DO228 or what aircraft. Over that sim, because again, not many people have a DO228 for their simulator. Some quite pretty roads going down there. Again, thanks to Black Marble, which has really changed the simulator. That's just turbulence, you can ignore that. That's just passengers doing their thing when they get a little bit bumpy. Main skyscrapers in Seattle just being to my left behind me. Yeah, that's right over the river, St. Lawrence. There we go. Otherwise, should be quite a simple flight for us today. I don't expect anything to be going wrong for us. I double check my flight time now. Go to map. About 5 minutes, I'd say at most. Yeah, 5:26. You're coming into land, Boeing 738, CAX 129. Actually, on quite short final now. And then, yeah, we're somewhere over there to his left. To his no, it's to his left. My sense of directions has always been a bit off, hey. Anyways, I will actually slow the plane down just a tiny bit so that I can get to my destination within that 10 minutes time. Behind me along that runway. You probably won't be able to see him. I'm sorry, why? Although I said the clouds are looking really good, thanks Sky, and Rex soft clouds, giving us a bit of a fancy weather effect. Oh, when it comes to the lagging, I've got a feeling that is also Black Marble in action. Basically, because it adds so many new roads to the simulator world, the more busier places the simulator can't handle as well. So, clear 2-4 right, fair enough. Did you just land as well? But yeah, basically, some of the more busier places the simulator can't handle as well, so yeah, it gets a little bit laggy in some cases. So that's what I think is causing us to slow down a bit. And yeah, having the 3D bridges also doesn't help too well. But hey, so I've got 5 minutes on my flight. Just let the throttle myself a tiny bit more again. And I'm going to watch this guy as he comes into land. 737, he's going to be still on a glide slope. He's going to have ILS set up and everything. And he'll take control in just a moment. Assuming he doesn't go for auto land, which I know some like to do. So on a very slow approach, actually, I have to say. Probably a strong headwind, thinking about it. And we did take off in the weather against us. And yeah, as long as I'm away from anything, not landing for another 3 minutes at least. We do have plenty of time to watch this guy come into land. And let the simulator load itself as well, the scenery in this area. Yeah, Charlie Alpha X-Ray, CAX. Not sure what airline that could be. I'm assuming it's Air Canada. But I'm probably wrong. But I say that, I've not seen too many Air Canada aircraft in that sim. So it might be the case. I'll look into it. And maybe just give the pilots a quick knock just to get us to realise what's going on. Right, so he's about to land himself, a couple of moments. Crossing 28 that's the crosswind runway. Just, yeah, watching his landing. He'll be down in a couple of minutes. Seconds even, less than a minute now. There is a tunnel that does go underneath the ground shortly before the runway. As you see, cars do just disappear. So yeah, it's a little bit out of line, but yeah, there's a tunnel right there. And very slight crosswind, I have to say. So he's not too centre of the runway. Otherwise, unless he shows his accelerates a little bit. It's going to be quite a heavy landing that. Yeah, fair enough. Chances are he's also running X-Plane as well. Took out the vehicle. Yeah, I'd like to assume he's running X-Plane. Unless he just committed the worst landing I've ever seen. No, he's only going to try and centre on the runway, so he's not even on this platform. Fair enough. I should say that. I might PM him later. Actually, I'll PM him now. What's his tail code? Actually, I'm in the middle of somewhere good as well. Actually, my top of descent. So what I will do is, how is it? .msg. Delta out. Nope, that's mine. AAL. Nope. Air traffic. It was the business jets. CAX 129. Actually, our message as well. That'd be helpful. Message. I mean, we're lining up the runway now, but hey. Did you land on the runway or the grass? And there you go, message to CAX 129. Right, on final. And the ICO is Charlie Yankee. Juliet's November. Visual of the runway if possible, although I don't, so it means land will actually be bad at this time anyway. Where is this runway? Should be apparently right below me. Ah, yep, I see it now. So take manual control of the aircraft now, slow us down, descend and land at any runway. As well as doing our flaps and landing gear once you have moments to spare. So if I follow the river around, back over the town, and then that'll be our approach sorted for today. But yeah, I'll see if we get a response from that guy who seemingly landed on the grass, assuming he did recenter himself after slowing down enough, because it did look like it for a moment there. It was quite a heavy landing as well. If he doesn't reply, then I'll assume he's humiliated and did land on the grass. Hang on. There we go. Turbulence doesn't hurt anyone. I'll do slow my flaps in just a moment. Waiting for the aircraft speed to go below 150, which will ensure we don't rip them apart again.
Gear down.
That'll do. Now just looking for the runway again. The river. Have I lost the runway? I assume that's it ahead of me. Yes, it is. Right, so runway's in sight. We'll go for this one ahead of us, which, to be fair, in these winds is the appropriate runway anyway. So we'll align ourselves with that. Bring the aircraft down and then come into land. Nice and low over this Canadian town of St. Jean. Go. Just loads the plane down a little bit more. No pappies or anything. It's going to be very much a visual approach. See the throttle lights glitching out of view. Basically, I'm right on the edge of the sensor between throttle power and throttle idle. Wait if I just increase the throttle a tiny little bit more. Let it touch down. And then we will use reverse thrust for this runway. Unless I just quickly cut off now, go for 2-4 right. An awkward final turn. Gently. Cut. Turn on to the next adjacent runway and taxi to gates. Now it's a fun little landing that. A little bit further down the runway than I would have liked, but we got there in time. Never go against the Drawyah's setting. Yeah, bad. Yeah, it wasn't the best landing in the world. Side of angle, I'll give it whatever it wants. I thought it was an adequate landing for the situation. Let's load the throttle a tiny bit more. Cut onto the third runway, which then gives us direct access to the gates, or just the parking here, because no real gates. So turn to the right. Actually, I could use the taxiway, but hey. Probably should have used the taxiway, actually. Is it worth cutting across the grass to get there quicker? Nah, it's like a bit of a taxiway coming up just ahead of me anyway to cut across. High tower. I did not say anything. But yeah, another fairly short flight today. Let's get into our next step along the way. There we go. And finally, look for somewhere appropriate to leave the aeroplane. So no terminal buildings here, just a few parking spaces, or more just 2 fuel boxes, and that's it. And a fuel box we can't open the door at, so we'll just take this space here and bring the aircraft to a halt. Handbrake set. Whoops, don't want to help. I want parking brakes. And cut the engines. Lights can come down. Any flight services available? Nope. Meaning we can just open doors, let the aircraft get deboarded as standard. Although what I will do, like as always, won't wait the whole 40 seconds, just end flights. So yeah, 30 minutes 18 time airborne. 98.8 feet per minute, kiss the ground, that's perfect. Exceptional flights, landed on time, right on schedule, 3,629 for the bank. Yeah, it's not much at all. Total income would have been £49. Thank you for the multiplier. How quick? There you go, 34-second difference. So we've got the extra 100 points out of that. And another 0.31% increase, bringing us at 96.85. Got the flights. I think we can leave again this one with a smile. So, yeah. Again, not a very long flight at all. Half an hour long video. Because the flaps whilst we're waiting. And we can put this to rest. So hopefully next week I'll see if I can maybe get a slightly longer flight in. But that'll depend on what timing I've got available. But other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. Do subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.